It's my birthday. The big old 5-0. Lots happened today. Not necessarily birthday stuff, but stuff nonetheless. I don't feel really any different. I thought it was going to crash and burn today. I'm counting today as the first official thing that I've had to celebrate or do without Kirk. That happened in around the 1st of June. I've been just too much shock with what happened, and I was in shock for several months. So I am going to say that the depression deepening in June probably is with the awareness of, yeah, no, he is gone, he is not coming back, and life is different. Kung Fu Panda 2. It's not quite 11 o'clock, so it's technically still my birthday. But I'm celebrating my birthday for at least another week, and probably till the end of the month, because everything is so up in the air. You know, I've gotten several birthday wishes, so this is cool. My brother's going to hopefully send me a card so that I can go online and buy a book I wanted. Talk to him today, so that's cool. But yeah, no, I was having problems coming into today because of something that happened last night. Nothing horrible or horrendous, just unexpected. And today being hot-ish didn't help either. When things got really messed up today. What happened, so it was so secret, is this tiny little kitten found my house. He is so cute. I'm pretty sure he's a he. Definitely a stray. I unfortunately have to keep him in kitty jail to keep him out from underfoot of my other cats. And my house is not in any way, shape, or form kitten proof. Oh my god, there are so many places where this poor little thing could go and get stuck. When Kirk and I brought Morgana and Bastion home, they're going to be 2 in September, so I got them in 2019. That's why I figure their birthday's in September, because we got them at a PetSmart out of town. We adopted them, and back in December of 2019. And we didn't have the door on the basement, so they stayed in their box that we got to bring them home, and until we could put the door back on the basement. Well, the door is not on the basement, and I'm not dealing with that because I put those shelves up, and that's going to affect the door. And so poor little buddy has to stay in there. Plus, I would like to take him to the vet before I fully, would let him be part of the house. I'm hoping that within the next week or two, I can find him a home. I do believe it is a boy. He's the sweetest thing ever. Unfortunately, skinny. and full of teeny tiny little seed burrs right up against the skin. So I have to just continue to brush at him, and I got him some proper baby cat food and not that Whiskas stuff, because it makes them fart and then they stink. I've been feeding my older cat, Cleo, my oldest cat, Cleo, Blue Buffalo, Sensitive Tummy, and then senior food mixed together. Because our regular cat food was making her throw up. So she does get a little bit of it, but with the Sensitive Tummy, she does stop throwing up, which is good. And the senior, it just fills her up so she doesn't really eat that other food. And then being that they're house cats and not outside running all over everywhere, help keep her weight down, because that's important to keep her weight down as she gets older. But yes, I have tentatively named said house guest. He can't be any more than, he's probably like a month and a half. You know, he's so tiny. Big fluffy. He's probably going to be a long hair, which is the other reason why I'm having such a hard time getting burrs out. So I've already had to cut some. I haven't had a chance to give him a bath. But what happened was, for the second time, he managed to escape the bathroom. There's a gap like that big below on the bathroom door. I had it plugged with a towel. Most of it seemed okay. But he remembered where he broke out the time before, and so he kept going back there and going back there, and I had him, and whoop, gone, under the door, round the corner beside the bathroom, and then down under everything. So Rob came over today early, and thankfully he was there to help, because that was the main thing, getting said kitten corralled back into the cat carrier I had him in. Wasn't big enough digs to stay permanently in, and I think I started to say that I would tentatively named him Junior Joe, so JJ for short, and really hoping I can find a family for him, because I have 4, and I'm not situated to take a 5th really, or necessarily wanting to go through all the acclimating him with the other cats. You know, I already have Cleo yelling at Simon, and Simon yelling at Bastion, and sometimes at Morgana, which is funny because he likes Morgana. So a little bit of drama here today at the Crown Cottage. But yeah, what do? We don't let babies stay out in the chilly night and starve. We just don't. That's just wrong. So he found us. I wasn't, looking for another cat. And now I've decided, oh no, I don't want one. So it's fatten him up, get him going, potentially a vet visit, and make sure he's okay, and then hopefully find a good family for him to go be with, because that would be great. So I'm going to stop here and see if I can turn the light on in the living room and the overhead light on, and go and take some video of Itty Bitty. Okay, so this is his digs. You can just see him right back there. But this is his digs, and I am so glad that I still had this pet dog carrier thing, because I had Rob cut up one before, so that I can use it for trellis and stuff. I can't even remember how we inherited these. But there he is. There he is. There's the sweetheart. That's JJ. And he's got a box to hide in and food. The water looks a little bit gross because it has some meat in it, and then there's some kitten kibble there, and he's got a ladder, and that's the top off a shoe rack. The rest of it's in the garden. Little Fuzzy to curl up with, some toys, potty, which I do believe not too long ago he there he is, baby boy there, tried to use it to no success, but he did mess in the other carrier. So he took a big huge solid poop and he peed, so, and really good appetite. So look, you're going on YouTube. Yeah, you're gonna go on YouTube. Yeah, that's the JJ. So, you're just so cute. So, as far as I can tell, he's healthy. And in good shape. We just need to deal with his fur, and like I said, get him all nice and fatted up. Yeah. So we can find you a good family. I think he's not certain about the camera, because a lot of times when since I put him in here, he's very sociable. He does like to be pet, and he's got a healthy purr, and I think he would just make somebody the most cuddliest kitten in the whole world. He's going to be a love mush when he gets older. Yeah, so that tiny little thing is what caused all the kerfuffle in my life on my birthday today. But I don't regret it, because, you know, I get him all fixed up and he goes off to a good family. Everything will be really wonderful. And at the base of the ladder there, it's dark and in shadow, but there's a space back there that he can go and sit behind, and maybe eventually he'll be more inclined to play. Hey, whoop. No, you're not gonna come? You're not gonna come? Yeah, we'll have to give you a bath later. Yeah, you say bye-bye, JJ. I'll keep you updated about him for sure. Okay, to sum things up, I was going to have steak, potato, and corn on the cob, sour cream, because I can smidge some dairy, for supper, with President's Choice dairy-free, plant-based cheesecake, which is a very good sort of non-dairy dessert thing. So that's what I was going to have. But with it being warm today, and then all the kerfuffle with Kitten and just being tired and everything, I decided to hit Dairy Queen. We call it DQ up here. Well, I come from BC, living in Alberta right at the moment, but growing up we always called it DQ. So yes, hit the Dairy Queen because they have this new thing out called a dairy-free dilly bar. Now that's like the ice cream on a stick dipped in the chocolate. We call those basically Revelos up here. I don't know if you guys have that in the States or anywhere else, but it is white ice cream type thing dipped in chocolate on a stick. And Dairy Queen has their version of it, and now they have non-dairy. I have been saying for months, ever since I went dairy intolerant, the Dairy Queen finally came here, let's see, like 2 years ago, something like 2-3 years ago or something like that. And I have been like, I wish they would come out with some dairy-free dessert, something, because you know, that's the whole point of going to a Dairy Queen, was for the dipped cone, or they have the Blizzard. It's the same as a McDonald's McFlurry, except Dairy Queen had it first. And that kind of thing. And so it's a little disappointing. So I was bad. I had a double cheeseburger with bacon, or a double pattied cheeseburger with bacon. I was hungry. And onion rings with a root beer. And I ate my dilly bar in the car on the way back because my friend took me to the store to get kitten food. And I have to say that it was actually rather good, other than the price. It's about $2.40 Canadian. But dilly bars themselves are almost that price. The regular one's almost that price anyway. It's insane cost of stuff nowadays. But I will be getting more. Not all the time, because it's too expensive. But to be able to have a frozen dairy treat like that is kind of cool. And before we went there, I went and got my little itty bitty container of frozen dessert, my Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia, and you pay like almost $5 Canadian for that. I think it was $4-ish now, but then there's tax on it, GST, goods and services tax, on there. And I happened to look up, and I was doing that at Walmart, and noticed that the Maxim bars or whatever that we have up here are now on sale for $4 a box, and they were non-dairy. So I was like, oh, rollback price. So maybe they're going to be okay, and I've got a little bit more choice out there, you know. And if there's like 4 or 6 of them in the box, if I'm very careful, I can make that Cherry Garcia go 3 times. If I'm not, it'll go twice. But yes, so that's what ended up being for dinner. Was on my 50th birthday was Dairy Queen. I got a house guest who doesn't pay rent, and I got the plants watered today. So it started out as a very kind of stressful day that went into a into more of a relaxing. I ate outside. 3 of the 4 cats went outside. Were outside. Morgana gets scared, so she doesn't go outside. JJ's enjoying his new digs. I just fed him again. And so he stuffed his little tummy. So, happy birthday to me. And I'm going to be celebrating the rest of this week because the big C has messed it all up. So I can't have a big 50th birthday party. So, here's to, from now to the end of the month or whatever, or for as long as I want to. Oprah did hers for an entire year. So, thank you for watching. Blessings to everybody, and I'll catch you next time.